Hey keyboard enthusiast, I'm Squint. I brought you guys a unique 60% keyboard that has some modding potential. It's called Ajazz K620T version 2. The version 1 was never a enthusiast pick, just because of its non-hot swappable PCB. But the version 2 is now hot swappable, so we'll take a look at it and see how I like it. Opening up the box, what was a Kickstarter's project, but now is sold on Amazon by Epomaker, has some unique features. It can hook up to 3 Bluetooth devices, also built-in phone/tablet holder, and full bright RGB. For the version 2, they only have pink and blue colors to choose from, and I went with blue. Priced at $85.99 on Amazon plus a coupon, it's not the most affordable price for a plastic keyboard, but it undercuts in price for many keyboards out there with a Bluetooth and a volume knob together. Inside of the box, you'll be able to find some replaceable keycaps that are for accents and matching color cable. I forgot to get a clip of it, but it also comes with the switch puller and keycap puller. Overall feeling of this keyboard is very basic. The board is somewhat flexible, but also can be very solid, depends on who you are. The stock switches that it comes with is very much like Cherry MX Red. They're pingy and scratchy, and I will not be using them. The stock stabs are surprisingly pretty solid. They don't rattle, or it doesn't sound too scratchy either. It's a huge improvement from a version 1, and a small modification definitely can make these stabs a lot better. So, as stock, this keyboard is overall very light and easy to carry around. The typing noise isn't too loud, where you can actually take this to a cafe and not bother others around you. The only one problem I see with this keyboard is the design, in my opinion. The keyboard has very one-tone color, which might make it really hard for us to find the right keycaps for this keyboard. But let's not waste our time and get to the modding. First, we'll remove the keycaps off of the keyboard to see the switches. Stock switches are 3-pin switches, as this PCB will only support 3 pins. You'll have a choice between linear switch and clicky switches. I went with the linear switches as they are much preferred by my own taste. Even though they targeted the keyboard community by adding hot swap PCB, this keyboard was way under the surface of the many enthusiasts' radar for 2 reasons. This PCB features north-facing LED and 3-pin switches. The reason why north-facing LEDs are a problem is because many people prefer MX Cherry profile keycaps. North-facing switch could cause interference with Cherry MX profile keycaps. If you're new to this problem, you can find it very easily by typing north-facing LED interference. After stripping a lot of different parts of the keyboard, I was finally able to get to the bottom of the case. There wasn't anything special to the bottom of the case, no foams, no insulation to reduce the reverb. If you're a frequent viewer of my video, you know what's coming. I'll be deploying my silicone mod to this keyboard. A lot of you guys suggested me to use the silicone molding for this mod. It will create even layout compared to the silicone caulk mode that I'm doing right now. Also, silicone molding is going to be the best for this case, as there is no small pinholes for the leaks to happen. And PE foam mod will be the only thing that I'll be doing to the PCB. As far as the stock stabs goes, it was one of the most solidly placed stabs I've ever seen. Most of the plate mount stabs need some sort of a fill-in to not rattle. I really appreciate developers for paying attention to this detail. Only improvements I would make for the stabs are of course lubing and clipping the leg from the bottom of the stems. You absolutely do not have to clip those legs if you don't want to. The stabs are also lubed with very small amount of lubes, so I recommend removing it before doing anything to them. For lubing the housing and stems, I'll be using the mix of Crotox 12.5 and 105 grade 0. For wires, you could balance the wires to remove and prevent the stab ticks, but I do not have any patience to do them. Nor did I run into a situation where I needed them. So I'll be just lubing my wires with a tune-up dielectric grease. The reason why I don't lube my wires with the Krytox lubes is because they are expensive as Moving on to the switches, I brought you guys a special product. These are what I personally came up with. It's a mix of MX Cherry stems and housing of Dragon Brown switches. A mix of those two switches created something very special for this keyboard. I've always wanted to make a switch that I could use for the Cherry profile keycaps with north-facing LED PCB. This Franken switch I shall name Squinty Reds features one of the most shortest traveling keys you'll ever have. A traveling distance of 2mm will make the stems to be outside of the housing even when fully compressed. This is to eliminate north-facing switch interference with Cherry profile keycaps. For this keyboard, I'll be using tie house teal and black keycaps. You can get these keycap sets for a very affordable price at $41. There we have it. I do think that there might be a better keycap sets to go with the keyboard. The tie house keycap sets are really great for the use, but I just don't think it goes well with the keyboard's design. So overall thought after using it about a week is that the keyboard itself can't go wrong too much. The stock programs are pretty easy to use and allows me to use the keyboard without much problems. That being said, it is missing a software. You won't be able to program any of your favorite keys or macros. Also, missing a Mac command key might be a downside for Mac users out there. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you have made it this far, please subscribe and hit the like button. It's been a while since I haven't been able to post a keyboard video. It's just that I have been really busy with work and life. But I have collected a lot of different keyboards to review, and I will see you guys very soon. And here comes the sound test.